I'd
I'm
love
gonna
to
go get another Smirnoff.
Yeah, you sure we want to have someone playing
with yourself?
I'd love to see you explain it.
Yeah, isn't that just a great feeling, Spoony, killing off characters when their players aren't here? It's the best feeling ever.
Do it, Spoony. Make it really awkward.
Welcome back, Victor. Oh, that's right. Your character's dead. He's no longer a plot device.
Some people, I just don't get them.
Yeah, I would have volunteered to play Vayne, but I don't want the Wrath of Joe.
Okay.
Now we're sitting Vayne out.
He's going to be fighting invisible monsters again.
No, I always just justify it by saying he's got rear guard, and so like when the fight's going on, he's kind of doing his own thing. Like,
where are we, man? Are we fighting something?
He's fighting someone like men, just not where we are.
it's kind of like Jack Burton in Big Trouble in Little China. Like he's all ha ha, and he shoots the ceiling, and it falls on him.
Sorry, I'm just reminded of that scene from the Restaurant at the End of the Universe, where the Frog Star battle tank is fighting Marvin, and fighting is probably too loose a word because Marvin wants him to guess what weapons he has. And finally, when he learns that Marvin has no weapons, they sent Marvin to fight him without any weapons. He gets so pissed off he destroys the entire surroundings and accidentally kills himself. What a depressingly stupid robot. Oh, I love that scene. It's in the books. Read a frickin' book, people. He didn't even have an electric sausage. Is everyone just getting booze?
What? Getting? I'm already drinking it.
I heard what? Drink? What?
What's a book? Okay, kick lolsies. He says Hitchhiker sucks.
Ooh.
What?
Those are fighting words. Those are severe fighting words.
There we go.
That's what happens.
We'll probably start playing.
Do you see what happens?
Aha.
If that son of a bitch comes back, he better recant.
Am I a mod now?
What? Oh, no! Somebody else is trying to get on my tits right now.
Kick their ass, Spoony.
Right, I think can somebody sort us out with Victor's miniature.
He pussied out. He left.
They evaded this time. Everyone wants to be on your tits.
Fine. Okay. You guys ready or not?
I'm ready.
I need your Victor's miniature, that's it.
LordKaT,
Right,
ready the game for recording.
Gab, you're gonna die. I'm sorry.
Ah, well, we'll see.
I don't actually have tits. I have to borrow somebody else's.
Sorry, I've got mine on reserve.
Hello.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Yeah, LordKaT, add Victor's miniature so Gav can play him.
Victor.
I'll try not to get him killed, honestly.
Really hard. You have to try really hard.
Really
We
hard.
are vessels.
What was Victor's miniature?
Wasn't it just like a bald guy in armor?
Human male 2,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, it was like, it's bald guy in armor.
Human male 2, I'm pretty sure.
It would be Victor's
I
cousin.
think that
Boris.
sounds about right. It's one of the first. It's one of the human. It's one of the human
Got him.
characters.
That didn't work.
And I'll be right back while you just do that.
How do I'm checking my tweets right now. How do I feel about Suede coming back in a month or so? Well, first of all, it's not in a month or so.
I think how far off is it?
I'd say it's April, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that's that's when he left. I thought.
Yeah, it's about 5 months.
I mean, we're getting there.
There's a giant X.
Yeah, Victor's a giant X for me too. I don't know why.
Yeah, me too.
Oh well, fuck it.
Victor
Gav,
the
you're
X.
playing a giant X.
I don't know what to do about it.
It's very unique.
Victor, you're a giant X. Sorry.
It lets Spoony know to specifically kill the person with the X on him.
And make a quick exodus.
I've only actually seen one of Suede's videos. I should watch more.
I watched a few of his videos.
I hope he does come back. I mean, 2 years. He hasn't made any videos or anything in 2 years. I mean, who knows if he actually wants to come back?
Well, if he wants to come back to community, we'll have him, and if he doesn't, that's his own choice. I mean,
He's all spiritually enlightened now.
he actually can teleport now when he's done with this whole thing. It's magic.
And the player is running with the ball, and he's running a lot, and the guy goes past that one guy until another guy pulls him down, and boom goes the dynamite.
I actually read about how that whole situation went down. I feel so sorry for that guy. It's like the prompter failed on him. It's like, oh crap, he has to ad lib reading the sports news without any prompt about what's happening.
You know what I just realized? If Victor was to start dating somebody, he'd be.
Don't even start. Don't even start. That pun before it even hits the ground.
Dude, she said like 12 already.
So I'm the red X, yeah?
Yep.
Yes.
It marks
Anyway,
the spot.
let's start up.
Yeah.
It's been a couple weeks.
Pseudo Victor.
He's a barbarian.
I'll rename it. Better than that.
Is it
Oh,
Onan?
break.
Pidgeotto will remain the slime.
Okay, you guys aren't in that room. Actually, you're not even here. You're gonna start up at that stairwell in the center of the.
Thanks, Spoony.
I didn't put you there.
Stairwell, that's what it is. I was wondering what that little green lantern symbol was.
It's a sewage drain.
I'm all up for keeping the slime. It looks so happy.
LordKaT, that's your
LordKaT is the slime. Awesome.
you should have renamed your animal companion as LordKaT, the slime.
All right, where we last left
LordKaT,
off.
start recording. Let's get this show on the road.
Where we last left off, you guys were searching the ruins of Aberhold, the former fortress of the great Tiefling Archmage Galandred. And while searching down there, you found a series of catacombs underneath the ruins of the tower, where you found a strangely appointed room, which as soon as you stepped inside it, opening the door with some kind of magical metal key, sealed you in, and you found yourself buffeted around by magical forces well beyond your comprehending. A hatch opened up in the ceiling, and you emerged in some kind of misty, ethereal area. It seemed to be within the bounds of the tower, which had been restored, and looking outside, you see that you've been taken to a rather strange place. With lush, verdant fields outside, it looks rather unlike the burning plains you just left. The ruins of the Tiefling Empire.
Mm-hmm.
So,
you guys, we were in the ethereal planes?
no, I didn't say that.
Or the astral plane, sorry.
We assume that we're on. Yeah, we assume that we're on some other plane, basically.
But you found yourself surrounded by mist and fog, and strange creatures with amorphous form and strange mental psychic powers attacked you from there. After fighting them off, you find yourselves near a strange, narrow, winding metal staircase that leads as far up as you can see, because you can't actually see a ceiling in this area, but the metal staircase goes quite far. And when I say as far as you can see, I mean probably no more than about 50 feet, because the fog kind of cuts off your vision rather quickly.
Well, this seems to be our only way to go at this point. So, who wants to head off first?
I shall.
Fine enough, David. I'll try to follow closely. Well, we're
step into the corridor here. What am I seeing around me here?
Okay. Well, you step up the winding stair, and it continues on for about... Well, you actually start taking the stairs for about 5 minutes. You've gone about probably 120 to 150 feet straight up, when suddenly you see a ceiling loom into view, and the stairs go through the, go up into a different area. You can actually see the area above is well lit with a welcoming amber glow from within. But you hear no noise. Not as yet.
Well, shoot. Guess there's
So
we go in?
stepped out of the staircase
exactly.
now.
Yeah, we're basically all up the staircase at this point, I assume.
Okay.
We're all crowded in this room. Grady, mind taking a quick glance up there and seeing what you can find?
Yeah, I'm gonna head up and see what's up there.
Oh, no. Let's have Grady take a look first, David.
Yeah, you want me to go ahead and try and sneak around?
Absolutely.
All right. I will then roll a stealth check. See how stealthy I can be. I rolled a 16. I'm gonna try and poke my head around and be like, "Yo," and no, I'm not gonna be like, "Yo." I'm gonna be quiet and take a look.
Oh, okay. Yo.
Yo.
Alright. Now, I should tell you before you even emerge in here, Gray starts to take the point, and as he sticks his head above the floor, as he emerges into this new area, you find this looks like a more traditional tower, the way you more expected a wizard's tower to look like. The floor is carpeted. The walls are nicely furnished and almost look immaculately new and clean stone. And the area is lit with what appear to be warm, burning globes of glass that hover about 4 feet from the floor and appear to be containing some kind of continual light spell, some stuff that wizards do. You don't quite understand it yourself. But these globes are irregularly spaced through the. There's 2 of them in the sides, the east and west sides of this area, and there's an open hallway leading into some kind of study to the north. And as soon as you stick your head above here, you can actually hear what sounds like very pleasant flute music.
Huh.
Coming from within.
Is Gray the only one that can hear it, or?
He's the closest to the study, so he is the only one who can hear it.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt to approach the study stealthily and look around inside.
Okay, how far behind are you guys?
I'd say I'm about 5 feet behind him. I'm chomping at the bit to get in there too.
Please don't be that close. We're not one trying to be stealthy.
Yeah, because
okay, 10
he's
feet then,
sneaking around, and this is you.
Okay, we're still in the other room. We haven't entered the corridor yet. How about?
You sound like RoboCop.
It helps Jason be stealthy, though, because they won't see him.
They won't be looking at him. They'll be looking at me.
Halt, citizen! You cannot see me. I have rolled a 16 on my stealth check.
You have 15 seconds to comply. Wait, let me try something. Tell me if my voice changes when I do this.
You have 15 seconds to comply.
Dude,
That's awesome.
What the
Fuck was
fuck?
that?
That's awesome. That's
how was that, man?
What the fuck is that?
God, no wonder people quit drinking. Jesus Christ. I am done.
Citizen, lower your weapon.
I can't understand the toaster.
citizen with a weapon.
Fucking Mechakara, man. Nah, man, I got the right filter settings for to make a Dalek voice.
You need to get on the Joe's retardus.
Greasy.
Nice.
Hang on, I got one more.
Go for it.
Sorry, I wasn't find the dark at the top.
Well, I know what I want for Christmas.
What the hell is that?
John.
Dark Energon.
Doc, get a John for Christmas.
What the hell is that thing?
It's something my headset can do. I don't know.
Oh, spiffy.
No doubt I will play with it a little more in time to. Now that I've completely derailed the game.
Yeah. Anyway, what does our fearless
Ranger.
Gray see?
Our fearless,
Our fearless guy in the green.
Oh,
Yeah.
him.
At least you don't call him. I always hate in D&D when nobody learns the other characters' names. Like whenever there's an elf, they just call him the elf. Like, what should we do? We send the elf in. Or there's the dwarf or the cleric, stuff like that. I hate that. Anyway. Alright. You step inside, trying to stay as low and as concealed as possible, which is a little difficult because this is actually a very well-lit area. You find this place is neatly carpeted with a lush red shag carpet, and the walls are lined with bookshelves. And where there aren't bookshelves, there are immaculate paintings that are hung high on the wall, very large paintings. All of them depicting tieflings, very regal-looking, well-dressed tieflings in the utmost noble finery. And they're all of...
What's a tiefling?
But Joe's
demon.
character is.
Yeah, humans with horns on the head, basically.
The humans with what?
and
Horns.
With horns.
They look like
brown
devils.
horns. Yeah.
Alright, so they're all of one guy in particular, a very old, wizened-looking fellow with a long, flowing white goatee, wearing robes of fine velvet with gold thread runes all over them, and in all of them he's looking very distant and visionary.
A goatee, huh? This guy's got good style.
Indeed. I concur.
He's got
So
long horns.
Is this room is basically empty of life forms besides me?
Oh, no, I hadn't finished.
Oh.
There's also a number of lush, padded chairs, you'd guess for sitting and enjoying an evening reading. And standing amidst this, standing right in the middle of the room, let me put this figure down.
Put the figure down.
Who with it? Who with it?
Ooh.
Flautist.
You can see a gorgeous young lady dressed in the simple clothes of a serving girl. She seems to be kind of lounging in a chair and idly playing a beautiful little tune on a flute.
Have I noticed if she's noticed me?
Well, let's see. How do I roll a perception check here? Let's see.
Square bracket notation.
Ah! Actually, I can't... No macros for the flautist.
Yeah, in the chat, type something like this.
You can just type it in the chat.
Yeah, but I don't even seem to have the options you guys do. Like, I can't... If I click on Victor or Babin or something like that, none of you guys have any options enabled.
No, we don't. None of our characters have macros on them.
So not even Gray? Oh, Gray
No.
has...
I only have those initiatives. What are you looking for?
Well, I'm trying to, like, right-click on figures and see if there's any options there. I don't see any.
You don't need them.
No, I know I don't need them, but I would like to know if I could do them.
Well, it's something that you have to edit into each individual miniature.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, hang on, let me, Actually, I don't need that. I can just find the passive perception. Just a second.
Right.
She's not actively looking out. Okay, roll your stealth, Jason.
Okie dokie.
I don't trust this. I remember reading about a campaign where one of you like had a mind control. There was a mind control flute or something going on.
22.
Or no, it was Spoony who told us that, wasn't it?
Oh, that was Dungeon Land. that was an old school campaign.
I know, but now I'm paranoid of flutes.
And rightly so.
Actually, she does not have a passive perception, so I guess I will have to roll. Okay. Oh. She is too engrossed in her own playing to notice you.
Okay. I'm going to go back down and brief the guys.
What do you see out there?
There is a very, very big, well-lit room with what appears to be a servant or a flutist up there playing a flute. And it's extremely large carpeting. Very nice. Wouldn't mind living there, actually. Maybe we can rent this place out after we're done. But I don't think we're going to be sneaking around. If somebody more diplomatic than me could go in there, Otherwise, we could go in there and I could put a couple of arrows in here. We could take care of it.
I nominate Sketch. Or Barrett.
I have high charisma.
I could go in there and try to talk with her if you wish. I guess the main concern is not startling her and causing some larger problems, but I'll attempt to at least get a little bit closer and see if I can keep the situation from escalating at all. So, what I'll do is I'll try to approach up into the area carefully. And
Keep on calling.
And what I'll also do is, Spoony, is there a way I can try to identify anything special about the song that's being played?
It's very old.
Would a history check or a religion check be appropriate to see if Garrett knows anything special about the song being played?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Right. 22 for history.
It's an old church hymn from the Church of Bahamut.
Really?
Interesting. All right.
Would I recognize that?
Yeah.
So would I.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. So, I approach up into the realm, take a glance around to see if I notice anything else about the room in terms of other people around. And I finally take a step closer and comment towards the flautist. That is...
Okay, make a perception check to see if anyone else is in there.
Oh, I botched that one.
She is so absolutely gorgeous you find you can't tear your eyes away from her.
Ooh.
And before you know it, you've stepped about halfway into the room, stumbling for words. You're like,
Am she hot?
Oh yes, very.
Try to gather myself and merely stay towards her. That is quite a fantastic performance of that tune.
She looks up at your entrance and doesn't even really seem surprised at all to see you, or any of the other armed men coming in behind you. She curtsies very low and puts the flute down on the chair. She says, "Good morrow to you, sirs."
Who's staticking?
Chris.
Hi. Where are we?
Indeed.
Why, you were in the Tower of Aberhold, home of the legendary Archmage Gallandred. I'm afraid my master's not in right now, but I could take you to see the current master of the tower, his apprentice, Amandred.
Okay.
Sir, that I didn't realize that this tower contained any masters at the time being. It seemed, well, for lack of better words, it seemed so unoccupied from the outside.
I hate this might sound crazy, but what What year is it?
She just kind of chuckles and she says, "Oh, clearly you weren't invited, else you would know where you are."
Well,
We're a very curious bunch.
Says, "Well, follow me and I'm sure I can make some refreshments available for you." She starts to head towards the door.
I will cautiously follow and look over towards the others to see if anyone else is coming with.
I'll follow too.
I'll come with, but I'm going to be far behind. I'm kind of examining the paintings, I think.
She sees that you're all very apprehensive, and she throws you a very disarming smile, and she says, "There is no reason to be afraid. While you weren't invited, you are not unexpected."
Can I roll insight on her?
Sure.
Insight that, man.
Is she human or is she a tiefling as herself?
30.
By all appearances, she seems to be human.
30. Nice.
30? What do you want to know?
I want to know if she seems like she's on the up and up. I want to tell if this is some sort of spell is everyone finding her outrageously beautiful, or is that just the men?
Do you swing that way?
Yeah. Everyone finds her beautiful, yeah. Anyone who finds the current standard of human beauty nice. It's like maybe the Dragonborn's like, that's one ugly bitch.
But I just want to make sure she was
When
Does it
Garrett
seem
went
something sinister in her voice?
If you're suspicious, let me put it this way. If you're suspicious, there's not much I can do to dissuade you from that. She seems genuinely pleased to see you. You don't believe like she's leading you into something dangerous.
Alright.
If that answers your question.
Can I take a
I'm
look
going
at
to stay
the books
behind
on
for a
the
minute
wall?
and examine the room.
Yeah, I want to see are these books like spell books, or are they just kind of history books, or...
These appear to be books of lore on the history of various families within the former Tiefling Empire. There are books of poetry and books of fiction written by Tiefling authors. Many of them actually appear to be written as inscribed on the spine by Galandred himself.
Are they dusty, like they're not being used, or are they...
No, they appear to be fairly recent.
Are there any identifying two things? One, you said the paintings were of all the same person, but at different stages of life.
Yeah.
And is there an identifying caption or something like who they are?
Yes, there are actually. Yeah, there are several intricately inscribed plaques of gold on the bottom frame of each painting. But they're all written in some strange runic script that you may or may not be able to read. Can you read Infernal?
I don't believe so. Who else here has the ability to read other languages? I can't remember. I mean, I can read Elvish.
You can't read Infernal, but as a cleric, you know what it looks like.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, Garrett can potentially read any language as long as he has a few minutes to study it for a day. Well, a few minutes...
I think we're kind of being summoned at this
exactly
point.
so.
Yeah.
Has she left the room yet?
She's standing at the door.
I want to ask the group to halt for a moment.
She pauses with her hand on the doorknob and she laughs. She's like, "I see you admire my master's artwork. He is rather fascinated with his own image, but he does have a fascinating history about him. Don't you agree?"
Your missing master or your current master?
Oh, no, my master's not missing. He's currently leading the armies of the Tieflings against the evil Dragonborn Empire.
I see.
Oh. Well then, I'll follow her, and then you guys
This
can
is just
have
awkward now.
Say, Durstein, maybe you want to kind of hide in the back.
This is awkward.
I actually want to stop the group. I'm not so sure on this.
Oh, you
One
think?
quick question. What's her name?
Real
May I
easy.
ask what your name is, madam?
Why, my master calls me Alice.
Oh no.
Everything else that we've encountered inside of this castle has tried to kill us. Why should we trust you?
She's not
She
trying to
pauses.
kill us.
She pauses to think about this for a second. She says, "I'm not armed. I mean you no harm, and I give you my word that my master wishes to speak with you."
Why does she wish to speak with us? You said we weren't invited.
We were expected, though, apparently.
Your master calls you Alice. Do you have a name besides for the one your master gives you?
Oh yes. Would you please come with me?
I think at this point we can stop jumping down her throat.
Yeah, let's just follow her.
Yeah. I'll follow.
Okay, I will too.
I'm cautious, but
Yeah. Seems like a bad idea, but whatever.
Well,
wanna
we could
follow-
go back and get killed by the elf guy.
I'll follow in the back because apparently I'm evil.
Yeah, Darstine and I will make up the rear. I'm still not entirely trusting of this situation.
She starts to open the door and she says, "You see, my master is rather proud of his new look. That's why he had all the paintings redone."
Redone.
Redone?
Uh-oh.
Oh yes, ever since the Great Pact, the Tieflings now have a rather new look about them. Don't you like it?
Ah, it's
Yes, very much so.
it's very striking, to say the least.
I like
Okay,
eating
let me-
cotton candy.
Let
I
me
think
undo.
it sucks.
Let me undo the
I say
fog.
we play. I say we play friendly for the moment. Let's just be naturally inquisitive, is all I'm saying. We're just waiting on the fog of war to clear here. There we go. Ooh, a circle. I see steps, and I presume that's a dinner table or something.
Yes. Okay. She leads you into what appears to be some grand banquet hall. On a raised pedestal with a series of 3 steps leading up to it, you see a large oaken banquet table with many chairs around it. At the head of this table, you see another painting of a very familiar-looking man, but a very different-looking man as well. This man appears to be, for all intents and purposes, human, but he also has the exact same long, flowing goatee and jet black hair descending from a crown of receding hair. Appears to be the same man as in the previous paintings, but this one is human. There's also many dishes of food on the table, which the woman leads you to, and she starts pulling chairs out for all of you.
Hey, Alice, was your master once human but became tiefling?
I'm starting to wonder.
As were all tieflings.
I was just wondering, that's all.
'Twas only 5 years ago that the Great Pact was signed with Mephistopheles.
Huh?
With Satan.
The Devil Prince gave the Tieflings great power, power enough to crush the Dragonborn and free the lands from their iron grip.
I'm gonna hide my religious symbols.
Same here.
Oh, please be seated. I will bring some refreshments out immediately. What do you prefer to drink?
Just water will be fine.
Mead would be good. Lots and lots.
Oh, there's only 6 chairs. I guess I'll just stand.
I'll stand as well.
There's actually 8 chairs. I can only draw 6 because I'm a shitty artist.
I will be standing regardless.
Ditto.
I'm gonna not go up to the table. I'm just gonna kind of hang back.
I will sit when I greet our host.
I'll sit over here. I'll be seated, but I'm just keeping my eye out for now. And this is not good. Not good.
See, this is what happens, Spoony. You make us paranoid.
Fucker.
This is my first time and I'm already paranoid.
Oh, you replaced Pidgeotto.
Aww.
Just notice that.
I like the picture of the slime. Pidgeotto
I
was
did
happier.
too.
Pidgeotto was a ditto.
Oh, I have reservations about sitting just out of character talking here. I have reservations about sitting at the table of someone who made a pact with Satan.
She pulls a chair out for Garrett, and she stops and looks at you rather quizzically, and she says, "Don't I know you from someplace?"
Look at Garrett or me.
Garrett.
Okay.
Should I roll a knowledge check or something to see if I understand what she's asking, or
Innuendo.
No. Well, you can roll. You can roll knowledge. Knowledge. Well, just roll an intelligence check. Just add 20 into your intelligence.
yeah,
guys?
if it's an intelligence check, that means I roll history instead. 23.
Guys, might want to zoom out on the map.
23 on my intelligence check, essentially.
Okay. All of a sudden, there's a shooting, stabbing pain in your heart where your old wound is. And through the haze of pain, you can actually see, as if some illusion were to drop across Alice's face, you can actually see her face replaced with some demonic, scaly visage. Still beautiful nonetheless, but unholy in countenance. You stagger back into the chair, grabbing at your chest. And Alice looks rather startled, and she jumps back, like with her hands up.
You okay? What happened?
It's just
Garrett, are you
little-
turning into a demon? Do we have to kill you?
it's just a little heartburn, I guess.
Okay.
I'll be fine.
Guys,
Seriously, I'll be fine. I glance at Alice for a moment and then settle in the chair.
She looks worried, and she starts to back away further down the hall. She says, "I'll fetch my master at once."
guys, down the hallway. I don't know if you guys saw this already, but
I'm following after her, actually.
I'm gonna make sure Garrett's okay. I mean, is he able
No,
to walk, or is he?
I'm fine. I got essentially, I saw something. I felt something in my chest, and I staggered back, and that's all. That's what happened with him.
Okay. Following the young woman, she starts to wind around the tower until you see what appears to be some kind of throne set up on another raised platform. Sitting in this throne is a rather younger tiefling fellow, also dressed in the robes of a wizard. And this throne is, shall I say, simple and yet rather grand. Yeah, very large, raised high above the floor with a little footrest, a very padded footrest in front. This tiefling fellow is reading what appears to be a rather ponderous tome, and he's rather engrossed in it. The woman heads up to the stairs and kneels on the first one, and she says, "Master, the guests have arrived. I've seated them in the dining area, as you requested." The young man thumps the book shut, and he says, "Very well, Alice. You may go and fetch the refreshments now." And he says, I see some of them have actually followed you. As he steps down off the throne, you can see two large glass statues, which actually look like modern art works of art, rather jagged at the edges, made of like almost glued together shards of broken glass, stained glass. As he steps down from the throne, they follow him almost like protectors. Although they say nothing, and they seem to have no glimmer of intelligence in them.
Glass Golem, they're identified as.
Yeah, he holds his hands outward, and although you see he is armed with what appears to be a.
Spoony, I think I think you activated one of your filters by mistake because you're sounding kind of weird.
I did?
No, it's just connected.
No, it's your connection.
That's just connection.
Oh, okay.
Okay, he steps down the stairs and he approaches you with open hands, being very clear not to be threatening, although you do see he is armed with what appears to be either a rod or a magic wand thrust through his belt.
Well, considering we're all armed, I mean, hell, whatever.
That's fine, though. I want to quick roll I don't know what the technical term would be. Which one would be? Roll to see if I can recognize the wand or something.
The arcane.
It'd be an Arcana check.
Oh, maybe that's probably not a good idea then. My Arcana's 2.
Roll it, see what happens.
Okay. What would that be?
D20 plus 2.
1 D20 plus 2.
It's a stick!
Stick! That's a stick he's holding.
He's like, why do you have a pool cue?
What's a pool cue?
That's like, oh
Onion
dear.
rings.
Well, at least I got my bad roll right out of there, right out of the way there.
So you deep fry onion rings with those, yeah?
Okay. The Tiefling says, I greet travelers. My name is Aman. I am apprentice to my master Galandred. I see you have traveled far to come here, and you would not have made this journey if your need was not pressing. Am I right?
What's with the
of
chessboard?
Is he a tiefling?
Yes. The chessboard.
Who's going to
Yeah.
speak for us?
You mean the layers of protection my master added to the tower in future times to keep travelers from coming back to this place. I see you've taken the hard way round.
It certainly wasn't the easy way.
Well, there wasn't a big welcome mat.
Indeed not, for this tower houses many powerful and terrible magics that should not fall into hands of those who are unprepared or unwise enough to wield them.
Naturally.
So, what was the point of your chessboard then?
Out of character, didn't you just fucking answer that?
I want.
So, Aman, you said you were expecting us. I assume there's a reason for us to be here.
But we mustn't stand around and talk this way. I find myself tiring and rather parched. Alice, would you be so kind as to bring me some wine? He actually starts to walk past you towards the table.
Do the golems follow him?
Yes.
Okay. I'll take a seat at the table. Albeit very slowly.
I'll sit opposing in dread.
How loud are the golems?
They basically sound like every time they take a footstep, somebody throwing a bag of broken glassware on the floor.
Okay, good.
They're very loud.
Very good. Just want to make sure.
I'm not going to sit down at the table.
Should Darstine stay out of sight?
Sup? I'm evil and shit.
Do you ask that out loud or what?
No. I'm sorry.
Not out loud. I'm just wondering.
Honestly, Amon doesn't seem to make any notice of Darstine. It's not like she's hiding, but he just doesn't seem to care.
Okay, then we should be fine.
Otherwise, he would have thrown unholy hellfire at you immediately. Like, oh!
Or like any flinching or something.
Kill him with fire!
Darstine just sits there and waits for her, whatever the fuck, drink.
Anyways. So.
Okay, Alice comes back with a decanter of wine and fills all your goblets whether you asked for it or not. She fills it from the same decanter, including Amon's, and sensing your discomfort or suspicion, he takes a rather long sip from his own drink and puts the goblet down. And he goes, so tell me, you have traveled a long way and a long time to get here. There are many wonders in this tower. Which one in particular were you seeking?
We were seeking something to fix our dragonborn friend here. who seems to be infected with the soul of things that kill.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't get it either. I tried to lock the book up and it didn't work.
Well,
Darstine, why don't you show her the
Well of Souls.
The Well of Souls, that one.
The Well of Souls? Is that all?
Is that all? You speak of it, speak as if this is a petty request.
Well, it is a potent and powerful artifact, 'tis true, but I've not seen it in many years. Well, I know where it is, but my master keeps it locked away, along with many of his other magical trinkets.
I'm gonna pick up the wine real quick and just kind of see if I smell it and see if I can sense anything.
Okay.
I know he drank from the same one, but I'm being careful.
Okay. If you have, sensing poison.
That's be like a specialized perception.
Yeah, it'd be a tough perception check to detect any kind of trace of poison without tasting it.
Well, I mean, I know I'm not.
Yeah, just smelling it. There's also a spell detect poison, I think.
I just want to be careful.
Yeah.
I know I'm not drinking it. I'm gonna fake drink it, like put
He's
it up
gonna-
and seem like I'm pulling back, but really it's not going in my mouth.
So roll your so Amun, the Well of Souls, your master keeps it locked away. Your master is not in the towers at the moment. He's off in battle, I heard.
Yes, and will be away for quite some time, I imagine. In fact, it is probable he will not survive.
I take it you are preparing for us to either mourn the loss of your master or take his place if necessary.
Well, that would be an option, yes, and if he were to be missing one of his most potent weapons, well, that would make the fight significantly less fair in his favor, wouldn't it?
Can I roll insight on that last statement to gauge if there's any sort of malintent with how he's saying it?
Sure.
28.
Yeah, he definitely seems to have malicious intent.
Okay. I see.
You said we were...
okay, go ahead.
If all you wish is the Well of Souls, why, you're welcome to take it.
Just like that.
Cool.
They're willing to let us have an artifact that can rip the very souls out of people's bodies with no strings attached.
I'm assuming we can rent it.
I have a feeling it's not just going to be, oh, here it is, let's go.
Of course not.
You said we were kind of expected. What exactly do you mean by that? Who told you about
There is nothing that occurs in this tower that goes without my notice. As soon as you activated the temporal chamber to come back to this time, I was aware of it.
Huh.
Told you, time travel.
So what about the phantasms and all that stuff downstairs?
Merely side effects of the link with the astral plane that is necessary to enact such magics.
Told
I
ya.
apologize for the rude awakening, the rude welcome, rather.
Wonder if we're both right.
Well,
hey guys, if we even do get this Well of Souls, what exactly are we going to do about the elf army surrounding us in our time?
Well, if I hadn't ripped my cloak, I might have been able to bluff them long enough for the rest of you to get away, but I don't think that's an option anymore.
we still have yet to determine that course of action at this time, at any rate. Amun, I have a feeling that there would be some sort of circumstance or caveat to us having this Well of Souls, even despite seeming not to be the most powerful artifact you have available, or even a extremely significant one from the sound of it. But I just don't know.
What's the fucking catch?
Yeah.
He puts his hands behind his head. He says, "Well, I can let you into the chamber where the Well of Souls is, But there is a problem.
It's being guarded by something or someone, I take it.
Oh, yes. Yes. Something rather terrible.
I see.
Is it
If
something that can steal our souls, infect us with the soul of a goddess of another dimension, or anything like that?
I know not. I have never been foolish enough to open the chamber and try myself.
Oh, good.
But if you're willing to go and brave the Guardian, well, if you're willing to get rid of it for me, you can have the Well of Souls, and why, I'll have access to everything else.
I see.
Wait, what would this give you access to? What?
Everything else, everything else that his master currently has while he's away, and it's being guarded by that guardian. I see what the trade is. We get one thing that we wish, and you get everything else you desire to gain control of this place permanently.
So that's a great trade-off.
Now you're catching on.
Yes. Well.
I have a bad feeling about this.
You
But
have a bad
unfortunately,
feeling
it seems
about
to be it unfortunately seems to be our only option.
Well, what if he does gain control of this? I mean, in the future, then, does that mean...
Are we changing the
is it
future?
going to be a scorched
or-
wasteland?
Is this changing the future, or is this what already happened?
That's a good question.
Okay, let's think about this for a second. When we what did the catacombs we went through? What did they look like? Did they look burned in any way?
No.
Wait, what? What if we tried to make a deal with this guy? Like, say we did this.
With the proverbial devil.
What? Say we did this, and what if it does affect the future? Would we be able to like barter with him? Maybe he could do something in our time to help us get away.
Okay, I got. Wait a second. I got questions here. One, if this thing is so powerful that he can't stop it, what exactly is keeping it inside of that library?
Probably some sort of seal
probably
or
bound.
some sort of containment.
It's probably bound to the room or something.
It's magically bound to the chamber.
I'm gonna walk over to Garrett and say, "Hey, Garrett, can I talk to you in the other room for a minute?"
What? Oh, sure.
While they're talking in the other room, I'd like to ask, Amon, let's assume that through some sort of miracle we get the Well of Souls. We're not exactly the most well-versed of adventurers when it comes to using magical items properly. Any chance you can help us use it when we get it?
He seems rather, he's like, yes, I think so.
Is Alice still in the room?
All right.
She's been kind of going back and forth, bringing various plates of food. Most of it is just like fruits and simple things.
I'm going to stop her for a second, just ask if I can get some water.
She seems a little disappointed. Just water. All right.
A very large glass of water.
I plan on getting water intoxication, you know.
Okay, well, I'm gonna talk to, basically, Garrett. Okay, so why are we convorting with this demon? Why don't we just destroy them both and take whatever's in there?
He's not a demon. He's a tiefling.
He's made a pact with a demon. He's not a demon himself. The difficulty.
Call me crazy, but wasn't that kind of what started all these problems in the world, by making pacts with demons?
I don't disagree with that stance, but the problem is our primary goal at the moment is preventing the Lich from being reincarnated inside Darstein, which requires the Well of Souls, which we need to get in some form. That is, at least for the time being, our first goal. If we could do anything else while we're here, that'll definitely be a bonus, but we kind of have to...
My question is this, is if this is in fact past event, and we are in fact the past, and we let this creature take control of all these powerful artifacts, what will the world be like when we get to the future again?
That depends on whether that event actually is what is supposed to happen or not.
My question is, why don't we just simply he's not powerful enough to destroy this thing, but perhaps we are, which means maybe we're stronger than him.
Hmm?
And I would not like to have relics like these, dangerous relics like these, fall into someone's hands who willingly consorts with demons.
I don't disagree with that as well. But it's tough to... But since we're in the past, I have no idea what the ramifications of any of our actions are going to be in the future.
You can't do that, Snake. You'll create a time paradox.
We have to go into this assuming what we do otherwise, because otherwise we'll just keep second guessing ourselves about.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't know about.
Spoony, here's a question for you: is the name Amon Dread common in the time we came from?
You don't know. You're not a tiefling.
Oh, great.
Fucking toe.
Okay, wait a second. Let's ask Darstine.
Or
it's not a tiefling either.
Or let's ask.
Yes,
but if
the
Dragonborn
Dragonborn
to wipe out the Dragonborn, then
Vane would know more than any of us.
Lord Vane, he scratches his chin and goes, "I'm Dread. Never heard of him. Where's that woman with more wine?"
But anyway,
I want to interject. So basically, what you're saying is to just hope for the best and hope friendship will endear, instead of trying to at least change history so that it comes out in a way that a tiefling magister doesn't have all these artifacts.
Can I get a steak here?
I'll say this. In all the talks of this history, I've never heard of this person before, which means chances are, at least in the realm of history, history doesn't bode well for him. Whether that's because of us or because of his own actions later on, I'm not sure. But that being said,
maybe history's never changed because he's been up here the entire time. Maybe this is a divergent.
Possibly. That's definitely the case. So,
but
it's hard
doing nothing and going along with, again, somebody who's related to actions that destroyed most of the world, and gods have fallen because of such things.
Well,
we can't go into this just okay, let's do it.
Well, let me also say that the easiest way to apply deceit is to lead with a kind hand. So for now, I'm going to at least try for us to not create too much of a scene yet, but I'm going to be keeping an eye out for opportunities for us to take action. Don't you worry.
And I pray for our souls of us all.
Alandred, what are you going to do with what's in that vault?
He seems to think about this. That's a rather good question, sir. Or I'm sorry, ma'am. Ma'am,
Bitch.
sorry. You have a very masculine voice.
Thank you.
Oh, pardon me. He says, well, I imagine I would study the lore and artifacts within and become the rightful master of this tower. Why?
Hey, Amon, I got a question for you. Let's say you get all the fun goody stuff. Are the elves still going to be around back in our time?
Elves?
Elves.
Ah! From your time.
Yes.
You have a problem with elves, I hear.
Yes, we were besieged by them and forced into here. They await our return, and I do not believe that they will, be kind to us if we return with our prize.
Yeah, we're dead if they see us.
Well, I wielding the Well of Souls in front of you, I doubt an entire army could stand against you if the legends be true.
What is in...
Sorry.
Someone just say, when's Din Din?
I think Chris was trying to say something.
What is in this vault that you want? I don't like that you're willing to hand us an object that you say can demolish armies within a single moment, yet you seem to casually throw that away for what else is inside that vault.
I don't know what else is inside the vault. I have never been inside.
Inside. I want to find out if he's lying. 14. God damn, that was a bad time to roll shit.
Hello.
Hey! How you doing, dude?
I just drove for 4.5 hours.
Duckitude.
Yeah.
We're talking to an evil tiefling.
Oh, that's
Well,
good.
human.
Anytime, get map tools.
Okay,
So where's
listen,
so Joe's here?
Joe is not here.
Oh.
I
You said
see
you
what you
both-
did there. I got it.
Oh, I see.
So, very well. Well, at the very least,
Wait,
it'd
what
be
happened?
nice.
Did anything happen for my insight check?
No.
No.
Well, here's what worries me.
He seems to be telling the truth to you.
This guy is supposed to be the apprentice of another guy. Who's to say that he hasn't set up defenses or something to prevent him from taking over the tower himself or something?
Well, Gallandred is supposed to be the master of this tower, at least according to history. And this is his apprentice. Gallandred is off fighting the Dragonborn, and according to history, Gallandred slayed off the Dragonborn or drove him out of the region. But Amundred, this is out of character knowledge, but that's kind of that's the back history for this sort of stuff here.
Did he say does the history say whether or not he ever returned to the tower?
That's the detail I didn't pay attention to.
Not even Vane knows that. Actually,
Yeah.
the legends say that Amundred vanished shortly after when the Tiefling armies returned to their homeland. They found that Mephistopheles had betrayed them and reduced their homeland to a smoldering cinder.
Oh, fun!
And
Maybe-
had set up Mephistopheles had set up his own palace in the center of their capital.
Mephistopheles is a dick.
Maybe
Yeah, he's
we're-
like Satan or something.
I don't know about you guys, but I don't know any other Well of Souls we can get to sort of help Darstine, unless you want to just, I don't know, throw Darstine out in the desert and let her die. But
No.
I say, we're backs are against the wall. It's either this guy or an army of elves that want to murder us very nastily.
Well, how about this? Amundred, why don't you help us?
Make a diplomacy check.
Oh,
D,
Didn't
Garrett
he say
that?
he couldn't enter?
Did Garrett say that?
I heard Garrett say it.
okay. I mean, you want me?
I'm just repeating what the more charismatic Garrett said.
I'm
damn water?
So basically,
I rolled an 18!
Amundred.
That's a good roll.
I guess what my allies seem to be suggesting here is we all benefit through collaboration and dealing with this guardian that you seek to get rid of. And any assistance you can grant us to give us an advantage towards this entity would be greatly appreciated, of course.
It wouldn't even have to be your physical self. Your glass golems seem quite capable of hurting things.
Would you want this to be a secondary diplomacy check, or?
Amani raises his hand to quiet you, and he goes, "Of course, I would be more than happy to help you. But the first obstacle is opening the chamber itself, which is warded with powerful magics.
Fucking doors.
I've been studying the wards for many months, and I believe I know the proper chant to remove the protection of spells."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all right.
Well, that certainly removes one obstacle on our way. But then, of course, a guardian might be even more deadly than whatever this door and its spell might become. So, I guess we might as well see.
Let's not waste time then. Let's go.
Let's take a look. Where's the way to it? Because there's no other.
Alice brings your water.
Sorry, Alice, gotta go.
Thank you. I'll be. I'm pretty sure I have a flask or something I can hold it in, right?
Doors.
Yeah, it's water
My
skin.
God.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you, Alice.
Can I get it to go?
Can I get a doggy bag?
Oh, with Nick, do you want to take over Victor? Because we have somebody else NPCing you.
Yes.
Okay,
Nick,
Vic.
you want
You're not
play
trying to
character?
replace me, are you?
Yes.
We
Yes.
found a better Victor.
He speaks with a British accent as opposed to a Russian one. It's a bit more intelligent.
In Soviet Russia, British is.
You couldn't even
Victor
figure
was a
out-
lot more charming.
We have changed the future. I'm British now.
I'm Victor Who.
Oh, blimey! What happened? You need to change the future back so I can be Russian again.
Crikey!
Crikey! That sounds Australian. I'm Australian now.
I feel like Chris should be doing all these voices. Okay, so
Vane, he's like, oh, I was just about to eat.
Hey, he can stay behind and eat if he wants.
I'm gonna. Nom, 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 nom.
so do I have to go to this page and click launch or download?
Download map tool, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Alman looks a little surprised. He says, "You're prepared to go now?"
Well,
Be- a little
No, we're
rest.
prepared to go tomorrow and a week from now. Yes, we're fucking going now.
snippy bitch. Jesus. Actually, are there any supplies we might be able to use here? Since we've been fighting and we could use some rest.
Supplies. He says, I don't believe I have anything that would interest you here, but I could have some rooms prepared for you.
No, I don't think we want to spend the night.
We're in a terrible hurry.
I have no healing surges left.
I
God
see.
damn it, Greg.
I don't really know what's been going on.
It's okay,
We walked in a
Vic.
door,
I'll-
met a demon lady who Garrett recognizes, and then there's this guy who apparently is the owner of the castle, and we seem to have we're pretty sure we've traveled back in time via the astral planes.
Okay.
And he wants us to fight off a demon in the library so we can get the Well of Souls, but he'll take everything else that's inside, and that's rather suspicious.
And, you know, he is, in fact, cavorting with demons, but I guess
Oh yeah,
that's
the Typhons
not enough
made a deal
reason
with
to destroy him.
Mephistopheles. And I'll be right back.
If you need to stay a night, Gray, then fine. We'll spend the night.
I mean, if you guys are not comfortable and if you just want to go now, we'll
Oh,
go.
no, we're comfortable with it. Comfortable, wink, wink. I will still stay up to cover
I
guard
mean,
shift.
he does have a hot servant and all, and whatever.
So you want Poon?
I want.
You're like,
I
fuck
need to
alien-
Look, I need to resupply my bedrolls. Okay.
All right, well, we can,
Oh, is that what they're calling it these days?
we'll stay the night, Amandred. What kind of
If you
rooms do
can.
you have?
So, yeah. He says,
Well, we have the presidential suite.
no, he starts to head back to the library. And he opens a secret door.
Secret door.
One of the bookshelves slides away.
It reveals a furnace. Go ahead and have a nap in here.
And I can draw it, but long story short, it's a short hallway leading to individual rooms, 6 individual rooms.
Okay. There wouldn't happen to be any towns or cities nearby this tower, would there?
Yeah.
Check with the inn. The part of the tavern.
Just a second. He shakes his head. He goes, I'm afraid it would be quite impossible to leave the tower at this time. This is not a familiar land to you, and I fear you might find it rather unwelcoming.
It's
I
dangerous
hate to
out
break
there.
it to you,
Here,
but
take
it's not
this.
like we've exactly been welcomed anywhere else. So.
When he went to go open the bookshelf, if I tried perception, would I be able to tell exactly how he opened it?
Yeah. He basically just pushes it aside. You know, he just pushes
it's not like a secret lever kind of shit. It's just like, get out the fuck out of my way, bookcase, and there's a door.
Yeah.
Fuck out of my way.
There's a door behind here. Whoosh.
I was expecting you idiots to stay the night. I have to draw this. Hang on. Oh, hey, Mr. Dredd. Sorry to bother you again, but if we manage to get back to our time, how much time would have elapsed once we go back?
Ooh, there's a thought.
Hang on. I'll only do one thing at a time.
It's okay. I will hold that thought. Hold it to my heart.
Correction, 5 rooms. 5.
5.
3, sir.
5.
Those last two are pretty tiny, too.
Shut up. All right. Amon, he says, well, there is a way for you to return. I was hoping to address this issue once you had retrieved the well, but I have a way back, and if you're successful, I'll show it to you.
Well, I'm saying that's cool and all, and I appreciate that, but we're kind of under like a time constraint. Is there going to be some sort of are we going to be missing a day now that we're sleeping here?
You would return to the time you had previously left, no more than a second afterwards.
Oh.
Speaking of which, Darstine, can you open the book and see if pages are still disappearing?
That's a good point.
That's a good point. Yeah, I will do that. I will open the book and take a look inside.
Oh, wow.
There are still pages going away. It didn't reverse it.
No.
You slowed it down.
Oh, fuck that.
I was going to say, if it was like reversing the effect, maybe we just leave you here.
Yeah, I was going to say, just leave me here, dude. It'd be cool. You get to party with some or some glass columns and shit. It'd be awesome.
By the way, how many pages would be missing now?
Oh, shit. I can't remember how much time has passed. This is why I really should have kept a calendar.
Yeah.
What was the time frame before? You said you wanted to get here before half of them had gone.
Yeah.
Right? And what was the time frame on that? I still think you got like 6 days.
Yeah,
so we have 6 days left until the book ends?
Yeah, that's about 6.
Oh, Jesus.
No, 6 until half are gone.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the fuck?
Fuck, we haven't been paying attention, have we?
Man, we've been partying way too hard those past 3 weeks.
I've been drinking, so.
Because you seem to think that after 50%, that was more Morgana than Darstine.
Yeah.
He's more Morgana than man.
She was never a man. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Alright, well,
we should probably get some shut-eye.
I think I'll stay up. I'm not really feeling too exhausted at the moment. And, there's some very curious books here I might like to read. Assuming Amindred has no problem with that.
He says, "Oh, not at all, but I'm afraid you'd find it rather boring. My master is rather keen on writing poetry."
I love poetry.
I'm going to...
Turns out to be Vogue on poetry.
Oh, God.
Like, haikus. This sucks.
Haikus are awesome.
Can I roll the mattress up and tie it into a bedroll?
I feel naked without my bedroll to throw at people.
That's a great bedroll.
Actually, like, can you take a mattress from one of these rooms? It'd be great. It'd be really helpful. If we just had a mattress to go with it.
An inflatable mattress.
An inflatable, flammable mattress.
Really, really difficult to figure out.
As soon as he shows you to your rooms, Amon pulls Alice aside and all but directs her back into the chair. And he says in a very firm voice, "You will stay here and resume your studies." And Alice looks actually rather angry at this. But she eventually relents and just kind of nods quietly.
I'll ask it since Joe's not here. Is she hot?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
you
you missed that. Yeah, she's hot.
Yes, Garrett popped a boner over her, too.
Despite the fact that she's apparently the same demon who causes wound or something.
Or perhaps because...
Speaking of, I should probably tell you guys one of the ideas I had that I'm still trying to work out. I want the water because if we're dealing with demons, I was thinking maybe if there might have been a way to bless it and make it holy water.
That requires a ritual.
Yeah, that's what Spoony's telling me.
Yeah.
Okay. Amon bids you good night. He says, "I will send Alice in the morning to fetch you. Until then, she is not to leave the study. For any reason. For your own safety."
Should one of us stand guard then?
Safety.
I'm already going to be out there. If Victor wants to stay behind, that might be helpful.
Yes, because I have no idea what's going on.
I will explain that to you.
There's no need to post a guard. She will not disobey me. Will you, Alice? And Alice meekly says, "No."
Well, Victor's a big fan of poetry as well, so we can discuss our thoughts on it if you don't mind.
I'm not going to sleep in this tower.
Babin will get a some nice shut-eye.
I want to spend the night hitting on Alice.
I just flipping the fuck out.
I have no idea. What is Skitch doing?
I'm
Get this possessed.
His character's just like shooting around different directions.
Oh, quick question. Since I am going to be spending my time in this room, what is in the bedroom? What's in my hotel suite? Is there a minibar?
It's a rather simple guest room. Actually, rather spartanly appointed. It's really got nothing more than a simple set of furniture, like a dresser, nightstand, and a bed. It's got a simple what is it? Basically a large bowl of water for you.
Ah, good. Okay, I am not going to sleep on the bed, though.
Are you afraid of the bed?
Yes. I've seen Nightmare on Elm Street, damn it. No, what I'm going to do is I'll basically sleep on the floor, but I'll, take whatever padding I have and just sleep on that.
Okay. Okay, so
Babin's used to this. He's not really into the whole sleeping in beds thing.
Paladin.
He travels a
typical.
lot. He's used to sleeping on the ground now.
Babin, the bedwetter.
Bob says they can't sleep on the mattress anymore.
So, who's staying up with Alice?
I was gonna.
I'm not going to bed because I don't trust them.
Yeah.
Nobody sleeps the night before.
If you're not going with sleep, you might face exhaustion the next day.
I'll probably I was actually about to ask him what time is it right now, and what time was he gonna fetch us the next morning?
Honestly, with all the time travel, it's a little hard to say.
Well, that's why I'm asking him.
Last time you looked out a window, it was about early afternoon.
Oh, okay. So we'll have plenty of time to
in the afternoon
to read poetry and then go to bed later and get a full night's sleep.
Okay. Okay. As soon as Amon leaves the room, Alice goes back to sitting in her chair and practicing the flute.
Oh, there is one thing I'm going to do. I'm going to see if there's any Tiefling history books.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take a nice big one and bring it into the room. I'll read a little bit of it, but then shut eye.
This Tiefling history book appears to be more about the very early history of them, actually stretching far back, before they became the current physical form they are now, really when the Tieflings were really just basically an oligarchy of rich landowners, merchants, and various other wealthy people who had formed their own little merchants alliance. So a lot of it's very dry type stuff about sales records, harvests, booms and busts in the economy, and things like that.
Does it mention the deal with Mephistopheles though?
No, not that one.
Okay.
Hey, before I go to bed, I want to ask Alice, what exactly are you studying?
It says, my master says I must learn to be beautiful in all things, so I must practice the music to make the music as beautiful as possible as well.
What other areas are you trying to be beautiful in?
Painting, singing, sculpture, painting. I already said painting, didn't I? I'm sorry.
Double painting. Politics?
Type of sculptures do you make?
It says, well, I created the glass sculptures that stand behind my master's throne.
Could you create those for us, too, if we paid you?
Oh, I'm afraid that would take far more time than you have here.
What about something smaller, like a glass animal?
Well, what if you started now, and then we went back to the future, and we could pick it up then?
Can we open up a bank account and?
We'll with compound interest, we'll be millionaires at least.
She shakes her head and she says, I cannot disobey my master. Now, if you excuse me, I must continue practicing.
Okay, I'm gonna go to bed now. Bye. I'm just gonna sleep tonight.
If they're going, after a little bit has passed, I want to ask Alice, how did you start working for Amon-Dread, if you don't mind me asking?
She stops playing and she kind of looks distant. She says, I was purchased.
Oh, from where?
From where? From my home.
And where would your home be?
This is nowhere you would be familiar with, I'm sure.
Oh, test me.
She looks almost near tears. She says, please, I must continue practicing.
Alright.
I'm still thinking over what I saw earlier when I looked at Alice, so just sitting, watching for now.
Are Juliet and Lilaire just kind of hanging out in the study?
Well,
Yeah.
I'm reading poetry there, and every so often I'm going to ask Alice questions.
I'm standing
banging
in
on
the
door,
corner,
yelling, shut up! Some of us are trying to sleep!
Until eventually I'm going to go to bed, but I have a few questions I want to ask Alice first.
Okay.
So after a little bit has passed, I'll ask her, you don't by any chance know where you recognized our bard friend from, did you? Garrett?
Yes?
Not talking. Are you in the room with us?
Yes, I've been in the room the whole time.
I thought you were going to bed. Oh.
No. That's why I left my character in the room.
Go to bed, Garrett.
She blushes a little bit and she says, oh, I'm sure 'tis silly. I sometimes have strange dreams. I may have seen him in such things.
Oh, really?
Dreams you say.
Dreams such as?
I have dreams of distant lands, distant places, other times.
Distant times, you say? Like the future?
'Tis possible.
I almost wonder what you saw when you saw me. If it was in fact me, that's.
Is there anything else you remember about the dreams that Garrett is in?
I remember little. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I was just curious. It is strange you'd have a vision of someone from the future.
She shrugs.
Interesting. Well, I believe it is time for me to get a little rest. I have no idea what awaits us tomorrow, but I don't expect it to be the most pleasant thing.
Starstein's still at the table?
Yep.
Be right back.
There was booze here. To the rooms.
You're snuggling in with Victor?
Hey!
He is a stud.
That's all I got.
You only got so far as hey?
Yep.
Wow.
Shut up.
Lord Vane stumbles into Gray's room. I'm rooming with you!
Does he take his clothes off again?
Yeah, better than you than Tammy. That guy's a prick.
All right.
Do you see that Alice chick in the library? Man, she's hot.
Yeah, I tried hitting on her, but I'm fucking incompetent, so, you know. Hey.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend the night, and then so I can actually, like, have the ability to maybe kill something, possibly.
So, Alice, were you ordered to be beautiful in all things from Gallandred, or is this something Amandred asked of you?
Back.
Oh, my true master is Gallandred, but Amandred has ownership of me until he should return.
So, Amandred was the one who asked you to be beautiful in all things?
Well, yes.
Did he give you, Never mind. This is really good poetry, by the way. I can really see what he's saying here.
Oh, wait a minute.
Did he
I
give
didn't know
you
that.
I think what she's asking is, did he give you a really good dicking?
Gray shot that out like in the middle of his sleep.
Did you fuck him?
Did you blow him?
I gotta tell you, my gaydar is seriously going off at this point.
Oh.
Did you get there?
Alright. I actually don't have much else I wanted to ask of her, so I'm just gonna go to the first room and take out a bedroll and...
Light it on
Actually,
fire.
it's Gray. I was like, it is Gray's room, so I'm gonna make sure it's not soaked in kerosene first.
I've only got one more of those left, so...
There is a fifth room, by the way, that's unoccupied.
Yes, there is.
I assume Garrett would have, or Vane took that room.
Yeah, he needs
actually,
he needs the entire room for himself.
Shut up, you guys! My room now.
I'm going to make forward with all these pillows.
Besides, none of you are royalty. Neither are you, Vane. Silence!
Okay.
How long do we sleep for?
Well, I don't know. Liz, are you not going to sleep?
No. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go out and around to where our pal is, Amandred.
He's not there anymore.
Okay. Do we know where we went?
No.
At least examine the throne room.
That's kind of what I want to do.
Yeah. Oh, are the golems still there?
No.
Examine the throne.
Okay. Yes, I shall examine the throne. Is there any, check you want me to throw down?
It'd be a perception check, yeah.
Okay. 1 second.
Iron Liz is typing.
Oh, you just noticed that now?
Well, just popped up.
Ah! Brackets. Sorry. $22.
22. Okay, 1 second.
Leia finds half-eaten Snickers between the cushions.
Not going anywhere for a while?
My God, he's seen into the future. The far future.
Roll a 20-sided die for me.
Okay.
By the way, she has a 20-sided die on her desk.
18.
It's a piece of candy.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, in between the armrest and the cushion of the throne, you see what appears to be a ivory scroll tube. Very small one, about the size of a cigar, basically.
Okay. Before I pick it up,
The TV remote.
No, it's the massager remote.
Oh, this is such a comfortable throne.
Oh, it's a dildo. God damn it.
Can I tell if there's like arcane markings on it, or is it just like a blank map case?
There's no markings on it. It's decoratively marked.
Okay. All right, I'll take a deep breath, whisper a prayer to my God, and pick it up.
Okay, pick it up.
Okay. I'm going to wander back away from the throne.
Liz did not find a vibrator.
Oh.
Okay, I'll wander back over to the table chairs area and kind of unscrew it and open it up.
Okay, inside you find a very tightly wrapped bundle of papers, bound with a silver band.
Okay. I'm going to kind of put it back in, screw the lid back on, and then my guess is the person who knows the most about this stuff is Garrett, so I'm going to go over to his room.
Through the walls!
Yep, it's the fastest way. Because if he's sleeping, I'm going to wake him up and say, "Hey, I found something."
Found something? Where did he find it?
On the throne.
Ew!
What is it, though?
Well, if it's magical, I was hoping you could take a look at it. Otherwise, I don't know that many languages.
Well,
when a woman comes into your room and says, "Look what I found on the throne,"
it's I show him what it is. It's a parchment.
That's a trouble.
All right. Well, I'll open up the tube and just carefully pull out the papers, and they're currently bound in a silver string of sorts, or
yeah.
I'll carefully untie the string and then try to take a careful look at the papers themselves and see if, one, I can read it, or two, if not, I'll do my comprehend language as a ritual as soon as I see it.
You take the cord off?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As soon as you do that, the papers basically erupt. They're so tightly bound that they just kind of like all thrash out at once and kind of fly all over the place. They don't even stay flat. They're wrapped so tightly. But after looking through them, which takes about 10 minutes, you discover that these appear to be a series of scrolls detailing magical rituals.
Am I able to determine what type of rituals they are, or?
Yeah, arcane check.
Okay. 24.
They appear to be the magic rituals: magic mouth, eye of alarm, and magic circle.
Okay. Let me just pull that list up here. it's possible for me to. Let's see here. Well, don't seem to be too. So, Magic Mouth. What was it? Magic Mouth, Magic Alarm, and what else? Eye of Alarm, and what else?
Magic Circle.
Magic Circle, got it. Okay. There.
Skitch, our wise leader, tell us what you can find.
Sorry, my headset fell off.
Okay.
It's probably that weird
Oh.
sound. Ah!
Oh no!
Everything blew up.
Damn you, why did you have to look at those scrolls?
Bastard.
That map probably went away too.
I
Yep.
think I have the map. Hang on.
Also, autosaves, too, from my understanding.
Yeah, it autosaves too.
Maybe Spoony's also found this rather unsettling.
Ooh. Okay, try to connect now.
There we go.
Yay.
I'm back. Yeah, it auto-saved.
Guys seem nervous. You nervous?
Well,
Nervous? No, we're not nervous or suspicious in the least.
We're only in the dark castle of someone who made a deal with Satan, and we're sleeping in his chambers, about to go and fight something so we can help him out, and then face off against an elf army outside. No, we're not nervous at all.
well, to be fair,
Okay, good.
right now it's now mine's stalling a loading campaign. Awesome. I'm just waiting. So yeah, Magic Circle, Well, it's like, well, these seem to be merely, from I could tell, just mundane rituals. Nothing too suspicious one way or another. Though I wonder why he would hold them by his throne like that.
Contingency plans, maybe?
Possibly, but most of these things are. I mean, the most telling of these is Magic Circle, and what that ends up doing is it just makes it difficult for a creature to pass through. So it's nothing that is as powerful as anything that we're going to be encountering in that room, most likely. Still, I might be able to make use of some of these and try to see if I can copy these into my ritual book for now.
Well, consider them my gift to you, I guess. I don't think I can use them.
I'll be able to.
If you have ritual casting, you probably can.
Yeah, as if you're trained in Arcana, you can use any of these.
They actually don't make much of a distinction between wizard and cleric rituals. I mean, you do have to have a certain skill set that make you more suited to use them, but I think you actually might be able to do it.
I can do ritual casting.
Then you can take these on too if you want to as well.
Okay.
They're all arcane ones, but so you have to do either arcane checks or otherwise. But
Okay. Magic Circle. Magic Mouth.
an Eye of Alarm.
Okay. Okay. Do you think we should return them, or should we...
We copy them or
just
memorize
copy?
them?
Well, you want to copy them into your you copy them to your ritual
yeah.
book regardless.
Yes,
but,
I can do that.
yeah. Well, return them might be nice. So it'll take a little bit of finessing to see if I can get these bound up as good as they were originally. Let's see here. Oh,
I've
great.
got a strength of 13. I could just try to twist them all back in.
This might require a more delicate touch than just strong arming. I would say it might require like a thievery check or something to put them back into the tube carefully.
Well, it probably takes a long time to copy them.
That's true.
I need to double check how long it takes to copy things for rituals. But my compendium within arm's reach.
Damn it, Chris, stop chewing on your microphone.
Nom, 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 nom.
By the by, I can't I'm not connecting.
I don't know what's going on then.
Recommend a port change. Maybe.
We're gonna try connecting to a different server.
He did the same for me when I disconnected to try and let Nick in. And then it brain farted.
Alright, I'll try another port. Let's have everyone connect one at a time, that way.
Okay.
Maybe that.
Okay.
Sure.
That's the problem.
Alright, I shall
Yes,
disconnect
disconnect
then.
the server.
Oh,
Thank you.
server disconnected. Alright, who's up first?
Hang on, it's port 6775 this time.
I'm ready to go.
Alright, let's get LordKaT in there first.
Alright, 1 second, let me change the port. And going.
So it's 5 instead of 4.
Connecting. Connecting.
Interesting.
Huh.
Maybe a fresh map tool load will help.
Yeah, mine.
I shall try that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that too on my end, so... Alright, when you close out map tool, also make sure java.w.exe isn't running.
This is heavy, Doc.
Great God!
LordKaT, you ready again?
No.
How about now? No. Now? No.
Alright, I'm ready now.
Same board as last time?
The volume's too high. I can barely hear it. How can you hear it too
Oh,
loud?
dude, it's fucking loud.
Yeah. Let's see.
Sorry. Is it still really loud?
No, it's not really loud
Same
now.
port?
What now?
6775, yeah.
Alright. Connecting. Connecting.
Oh.
Try one more time then.
Want me to try?
No, go back to 6774. 1 second.
Closing Java W as well. Doesn't seem to want
This headset interacts really weirdly with my other sound devices. Like, for some reason, you can hear what comes out of my speakers, which actually you shouldn't be able to hear basically at all, but you can hear it really clearly. I don't know how that is.
Oh, it was crazy loud, man. It was like, whoa.
Yeah. I was able to connect.
We're doing it one at a time, Skitch. Hang on.
Sorry.
Try 6774, LordKaT. Louis, you there?
Whoa.
Louis, you there?
I don't think I'm hearing any response from him.
Alright, Nick, you try join.
Alright, 6774.
Yeah.
I'm helping out Liz